Hello, welcome to the channel, welcome to the stream. My name is Catmonic, and as is in the pinned message, as you can probably guess by this point, by the fact that it's like the entirety of what I've been uploading to YouTube for some time, we're going to continue playing Duel Masochist. And speaking of YouTube, the channel will be up to date by this weekend with like every stream, which will leave me a little bit more free time to just work on various like deck guides, because I think that's what I want to continue doing that a little bit, at least for like what I have experience with. So I've got a good few of those I can start on, but I just need a little bit more time, plan script, actually record and edit the footage, which that's going to take some time, and I'm not sure I'm not sure what the best edited video is currently on my channel. We'll see if my editing skill improves. Let's put it that way. I'm not sure. I'm not so sure it will be. In theory, it should over time, but who's to say? Anyway, when it comes to end of last stream, let's just check. We are at 576 wins over just under 1,600 duels. Well, no, just over 1,550. But it is still, you know, we've got that 1 in 3 rate, which is pretty good considering how hard we tanked the series really early on with just, you know, surrendering to a lot of decks that we just know we can't beat. So I'm pretty happy with that. We also left off last stream with being like 3 games down through the clear condition of the practical exam. So that's neat. And we are just going to continue with the strongest deck we own. We're in Plat 3s somehow. And, yeah, we're just going to keep going with Generator. I don't think there's much else to say about it. I've thought about a couple cards here or there, like the 3rd copy of Valor, which we have. And the question here is, what are we taking out? It's a little difficult. It is a little tricky to think about for me at the moment. Because the cards we have are all just good. Like, just straight up. There's nothing in here that's a particularly bad card. At least in my opinion. Maybe other people will tell me wrong. Or tell me that I'm wrong. Say that, you know, actually the cubic seeds are terrible, as is the, you know, track to get them online. And, you know, they might have a point. Might be right. But I'm thinking it's possibly one of the time mods, which really hurts to say, because these do just out boards. Like, this just outs monsters, this outs back row. But I think, you know, I think for that reason we probably want to cut the monster one. We don't have as many outs to back row. And, well, I remember actually. Yeah, we'll get loaded into the first duel, but I should remember that we can turn on the in-game music and the in-game sound effects, so it's not just me talking or thinking that the music is on for like an entire stream, realizing it's been silent. I think that was one of the more recent ones, but I'm pretty sure it happened. Anyway, we gotta go first. We get generator cards, so that's kind of neat. Let's just quickly... There we go. Perfect. Right. So, to start off with our flawless combo. Valor pitch a card. Defense position. Valor summon a card. Defense position. Summon a guy from the extra deck. I think... in this scenario, we are just making Tiger, because it's a negate. It could put Valor in grave again. And then we have Crackdown Cosmic. And we want to set the seed. Use our normal summons and that. Because we only get 1 normal summon per turn, and we actually have a few normal summons, so I think it's wise to just use our sets where we get them. Okay, luckily we have spell trap removal. That is going to come up. Although I'm not sure, like, where we use the crackdown. Well, they actually, hold on, they synchro summon sometimes. Some of their monsters are tuners, so we could possibly work on that one. I'm not going to negate that, let's say okay. What is the level 4 or lower 6 stam you wish to special summon? It's going to be something that doesn't have its own summoning condition, right? I mean... no, we're good. I'm okay with this. Okay, what do? You are a tuner. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add a 6-sound quick play spell from your deck to your hand. Okay, that's fine. We have a monster negate, we have a monster steal, and we have cosmic. So I'm kind of liking where we're at. Don't ask me to try and understand Six Samurai, I still won't, but... Okay, I think here we use our monster negate, right? That's a Primite. It's an Earth. Okay, right. That makes sense. I kind of forget that virtual worlds work on having, like, you know, the different type attribute thing. They, like, really heavily work on your type attributes, so, I guess that's on me. But it's fine. They're still going to have to commit to something. And we can even let them, like, activate. Because it's not currently doing anything. There's a special summon. It's a tuner, so that's 5. With the same attack but a different name. This needs to target an effect, right? No, it can target a monster, just a monster your opponent controls. We'll leave it. I'm okay with this. Because it's a 6 samurai, it's not Shien. And this card is normal summoned. Okay. Alright, they've got, you know, extension. And here we use Cosmic. They've got monsters. But I'm pretty sure the Link monster is a hard once, right? Yeah. So that one's banished. They have 3 of it now, so it's not like the be-all, end-all. But it's something. They've got a lot of Link material, but a good chunk of the extra deck, I think, would be 6 Sams. Simply by the way the deck is. Maybe I'm wrong. We should actually use the opportunity to look if this card is Link summoned. That is not happening. Or... yeah, no, that's not happening, actually. Detach Valor. Target 1. Target 2. We do not let Isolde resolve. We could steal Isolde, give ourselves another 2 monsters worth of Link material, but I think we need to see what they do. Its effects, period, are negated. Although the equip spell Foolish is cost. So there's that. And then that adds to hand, that's okay. So yeah, they're going to special summon, that's fine. It's probably not really, but I don't know when I'm done. So, that's okay. Tuner, non-tuners, synchro summon. What's the 6? I'm going to find out that the 6 is spell trap. Spell trap negate now, aren't I? Come on, click on the related. 5, spell trap negate, 6, monster negate. Yeah. Or this thing. Well, how many monsters do you wish to return to my hand? Both of them. You're too kind. I get to reuse my monster? I like that. We'll hold it. Now what? Seems like you've just got this. Link 3. Nope, Link 2 SP. They're going to banish the one card on the field? Or the one card in the grave? The one card on the field. That's unfortunate. Could they have done that if I cracked down... No, it's 2 effect monsters. So they couldn't have done that if I stole the 6. Which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Now it's SP as well. That's a 6 for a monster negate, right? Warrior, warrior, and do you still have the Phoenix? I think he still has the Phoenix Blade in hand, which makes this an OTK. We've scuffed it. Yeah. Yeah, they just have game. Well, welcome back to Masochist, finding out that you just can't beat 6 Sam because nothing you do ever matters. I hate it. I hate that they've just got all their tools. It's just loops. Can I have some loops? Stop. Stop doing things. I realised that I actually enjoyed talking about, like, what is it, Cake's last stream. And that I should probably find, you know, more topics that are just easy to interact with for the whole audience. Maybe not necessarily just, like, cakes and edibles, but, like, things in that kind of a direction. I don't know. Right, I don't actually want to use the Bestial on my turn. But if it's Lightsworn, I think I just do, right? Is that... Fiendsmith. I kind of have to now, right? Okay, where do we go from here? There's Requiem. The thing is, I think they have most of their Lightsworn stuff online, right? Surely. Hand or deck. Get Fiendsmith. Shuffle that into the deck to special summon, so we now do this. It's not like it's not perfect, but it helps. And we get the search, which means we have another Bestial in end phase. They milled a cold buy, so that's good for us. They've only got 1 if they're playing max copies. They still have their normal summon left. This would also just make Chaos Angel. But they're making Sequence. I mean, the other use would be like Baron. It's just a synchro, you know, for a Omni 10. There's Lacrima. I need to... Right, there we go. Yeah, it's if your opponent special summons one of these types, and you have to target the one that was summoned. Okay, targets are still in deck. That's good. Paleo Trap Engrave is nice. They're on Tearlament. We might be in for a bit of a rough time. We used our one interruption at a good point, I do think, but, man, does it not feel like it when your opponent just does, like, everything else because they build a couple extra cards. But how's everyone been? How's everyone doing? Hope you've all been having a good time, because work was boring today. I mean, the working day is basically about 8 hours, right? Call it 8.5, there's a half-hour lunch break. If you discount the lunch break, or if you don't include the lunch break, if you exclude it, I watch, like, 2.5 hours of videos at work. Just nothing is going on. It is, like, health and well-being standpoint, I love it. Entertainment? Nothing. Like, it's just so boring. There is nothing to do. And it's only going to get worse if it stays at a similar level next week. That's fine. Like, it being face down probably hurts them more than me, I guess. I don't know. They've got so much material, I don't know that they know what they're doing with it. Or maybe they know exactly what they're doing. And yeah, I guess I might need to find something to do tomorrow. Phone only has so much battery at work, and I did drain, like, loads of it. Oh yeah, also, yesterday, in Night Rain, we actually beat the main game. Appaloosa? No, not Appaloosa, Curious. But yeah, we beat the main game. We beat the Night Lord. And I did it as Wilder, so I've got my good old Remembrance, which is nice. I've only got 9 cards left in deck. There's no way they just mill themselves, or like I stall a couple turns, right? They've got some way to put things back, right? Maybe I've just missed it because I've not been paying 100% attention. That one. So they can put 3... They can put 3 cards back. And they probably have the other one in hand then. The thing is, if I can stall for, like, a couple turns, like, just done, right? There's no way I can make them mill cards. I don't think I have that available. Which is really unfortunate, because that would be just icing on the cake right here. Yeah, 3 cards left in deck from 2. They've just put 1 back. Skip your next main phase. But they're still planning on drawing next turn. So this board has to be unbreakable. It also has to have no light swans on it, so that they don't actually mill in end phase. This might be one of those combos that we should just immediately scoop for, but I couldn't tell you. Well, I can't send cards. But they have 1 card to recycle. I feel like I'm being FTK'd. Why do I feel like I'm being FTK'd? Each of your opponents banished. Each of your banished. I guess they are trying to FTK me. It's a once per turn. How many times can they put level 3s on the field? I mean, it's only 2100. How are you doing the rest of it? Like, even if you banish everything, I'm not dead. Is it Strike Fighter for game? Is that what I'm missing? How many cards do you have banished? 28. How many do you have left in graveyard? 12. 35. So that's 47 they could do. Okay. And then is it another rank 3? That's 35. Yeah, it's just another rank 3. I'm just being FTK'd. You see, this FTK wouldn't work if this was, you know, banned. There are sometimes multiple reasons cards are on the ban list. Fairy Tale Snow is an egregious piece of work. Like, I hate it, I detest it. There is nothing particularly redeeming about Fairy Tale Snow. It's used in such awful ways all the time. It's always insane combos, whether that's actually just like really good decks or just like FTKs, because like it just does things. Right, so I can't get to generators off the bat. So I think we'd still start with this. Attempt to search for a Forbidden Quick Play spell. It goes through. We get a Forbidden Quick Play spell. We set 1, set 2, set 3, and pass turn. I don't think we have the Light Barrier statue, but genuinely maybe we should consider it at some point. Main phase 1. See what they do. I really detest this. We're going to tag out now. See if we can. They're letting it go. Okay. So we just need to keep them off of things generally, right? We can let them link summon, because that gets us to a body. But then once they link summon, we kind of have to stop everything. So yeah, we let them link summon Phantasme, hand fix, see if we maybe get something good to discard. If we don't, we just put the good thing at the bottom of the deck. Or shuffle it back into the deck, rather. I think that's how it works. That's the normal summon. No. I'm good. Okay. Well, fuck you too. Yeah, I'm not letting you have any of that. We'll banish this one. We will destroy, I guess this one. From your deck to your hand. We'll get this one. And neither of these have activated effects, I guess, so that's okay. What are we sending off? It's gonna be Pegasus. We pitch this one to banish that one. That just pops the Chalice. And then we get to shuffle one card our opponent controls into the deck, which I admit I didn't think about. I have a feeling they might be out of gas. The Pegasus play was completely unintentional. I didn't think about the fact that it would immediately trigger on a new chain. What have we lost to so far today? 6 Sam. And yeah, just Tearsorn. Yeah, it's just an FTK. This plus these two, and that's the whole deck. You love to see these kind of things. The ingenuity that goes into not letting your opponent play the game. Because you hate them. They stinky, and they don't deserve fun. Something along those lines, I guess. It has to be, right? Mark of the Rose, that's... So it's Change a Heart, but with extra steps, I guess. Look at your opponent's hand, or once they control, destroy... This solo's Malice, right? The problem is the attack requirement. But this does solo Malice. They don't have a main deck monster that is under those stats. Or that is over those stats, sorry. It's worth considering, 100%. The Star Seraph, Fabled. Fabled has like a couple cards around hand control, which is really weird. This is nice. Helps us out for our Therian cards, but we don't have all that many Therians. We have a few. We have Regulus. We have our Gyro system, I think. And a couple others. But it's like, it's not enough for pure. We need something that works with it. That's a good Dynamist to have. This is the card that really like helps OTK. Because it can double attack directly. Because it's not a once per turn on its monster effect. It's not like Dynamist are good, but it's like, you know, that's something. And another Ogdoadic Hollow. Some decent pulls from that one. What about the second one? What could we get? Right. Another Torn Scale. That makes that combo we were talking about last time more consistent. Screw you. Okay, Ocean of Regeneration. And that's another MF, which makes Centurion mildly better, I think. I'm a little bit clueless as for that. Dynamondo, ritual support, and needs a ritual to be made, so... kind of catch-22 for us, really. Yeah, very much so. We should have a look at our 6 samples again. Because that is just like a 6 Sam special summon. Which could help out. You never know. So, let us quickly check a deck. Related cards. Okay, we don't have the extra deck. If sent to the graveyard, you can add a 6 Sam quick play spell. Do we even have good quick plays? That one's a normal. Oh, that's a quick play. That gets us to Shien, but we have to send it to the graveyard and still control 2 6 Sams. Yeah, I don't think so. Like, there's a lot in here, but it's just not great. Like, great, we have this card for Bushido counters. I don't think we have anything else that works with Bushido counters. Like, at all. What needs Bushido counters? This one. So, okay, we've got 2 Bushido counters cards. This one works with them. This one works with them. You can move from your field, but yeah, it's like this is the ultra rare that you're just never going to get. And yeah. Requires quite a bit to get it to work, simply put. Does this? It doesn't have related. But what's in the Dynamist? Oh, we have a good chunk of Dynamis, actually. I don't know that it's good enough, because Howling is, like, a really crazy card, right? Place 1 or 2 Dynamis Pendulum monsters from your deck in your Pendulum Zone, but you can't Pen Summon, which is not a particular issue. And then it's also removal turn after turn. This is just on activation add, and then if one is added to your extra deck, you can add it back to your hand, which allows you to Pendulum Summon more and more reliably. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10 monsters, and 3 spells, 2 traps. The 2 traps aren't horrible, but it's still Dynamist. And it's not like we can get the Therians to work with them, because none of these are going to the graveyard. And yeah, that's the second MF. Which I don't think actually makes it work any better just yet. We're looking for other cards to do that. So onward. We keep moving forward, hopefully. We have just gone 2 steps back, 1 step forward. Which is apparently enough to keep yourself in Plat 3, but we're looking to just win duels. Right, we're going second. We have a pretty poor hand. 14 extra, 35 main, or 40 main, which makes it a fairly standard deck, really. And it is Mimigal. I can't do anything with this, right? I don't think I can. We have a really, really rough matchup. I wonder if there's anything that says, like, control of cards cannot switch. There are certain monsters that say that. Okay. Rank 1. Which then gets them into everything they want. We're left with this. There's nothing we want in the grave. We can give control of this to the opponent. They get to draw a card. They have to send something. The only send we could possibly want is if we drew Destrudo for turn. And that's pretty much exactly it. I feel like that I was talking about something before we were talking about duels. I remember mentioning... Oh yeah, Night Rain. Beat the main game, and to have actually beaten Everdark boss as well. Which is kind of nice. Learned that that gives you a whole new access to things, including new skins. Which I have bought out a good chunk of them. Just because